As humans, we have a tendency to focus on the result of our effort first. Whenever we are working on something, we immediately start to think about what the outcome will be. And this is because we want something in return for our effort. Whether it is financial, it is mental, or any other sort of satisfaction or benefit. The same thing happens in the field of project management. We have always been focusing on the goals and the targets and have not focused on the process. What happens if we start adapting to the process and our effort instead of focusing our attention on the result? Let's see how it goes. Hi, I'm Ishmeet, and today we'll be talking about Adaptive Project Framework. Adaptive Project Framework or Adaptive Project Management is the framework in a project that helps the team members to be prepared for unexpected situations and be ready to respond to the change. In today's fast-paced world, the methods and the processes that we use have to be quicker and accurate. You cannot afford to have inflexibility in your project. An adaptive project framework allows you to accommodate exactly that. It will help you be prepared for these unexpected changes and flexibilities that you need in your project. As compared to the traditional project framework, which focuses on adapting the goals and the targets to the process, the modern adaptive framework works in the reverse pattern of the traditional process, which is it revolves around adapting the process to the goals and the targets. This approach not only prepares the team members for problems but also develops their knowledge about the common project management problems, such as risks involved, such as multiple change initiative problems, and more. Now, to achieve the motive that adaptive project management achieves to seek, it works along through 5 different phases along the scope of the project, at the cycle plan, at the building of the cycle plan, at the client checkpoint, and finally at the last review of the project. For applying the adaptive project framework on the scope of the project, the first step in the project lifecycle is to decide on the COS or conditions of satisfaction. As it implies, these are the conditions that the product has to abide by. So this step is carried forward by the stakeholders who communicate their expectation of the project goals and the outcomes to the project team so that they can start working accordingly. Now, once you get the COS with you, what is the next step? To create the project overview statement. This is the signed approval of the COS by the stakeholders. So you now have the project overview statement, which can be amended as per the needs as they occur at any point in the project life cycle, and as the need arises to change the goals and targets of the project. Please keep in mind that it is very important for you as a project manager or a person working on a project to prioritize the right requirements. If you don't do that, you might miss opportunities and have mishandling in the project itself. So to keep the project in the right direction and the implementation process on the track, you have to prioritize the requirements. How is this done? Is by good coordination among the stakeholders, the project managers, and the entire team working on the project. This will keep the tasks getting done on the right time. Now you have to start beginning the work that you've planned in the project cycle. This phase of APF is very important and it involves smaller processes, such as you have to start beginning the work as planned. You have to monitor the project cycle, and if it is continuing the way that it was expected to, you have to see the adjustments that are being made according to the rising needs and that the project cycle is being completed within deadlines. You need to now schedule the incomplete tasks for the next cycle and keep a note of the improvements that are being made so that you can refer to them in the future. Here you also need to keep a track of the issues and problems that are arising so that they can be faced and dealt with. And now we come to the fourth and the most crucial and important phase of the APF, which is the client checkpoint. The people that the product or service is being made for will now review this. The final product goes up for checking by the clients of whether they like the quality and the proper functioning of the project or not. A successful review means that the product will finally go to the last stage or the phase. Otherwise, the same steps are repeated for every product until a positive feedback is received. And in the last stage, the final review of the project is done by the project manager and the stakeholders who sit together to check the success of the project, what improvements it made, and document all of these necessary details for future reference. The knowledge about APF will help you work efficiently in your project along with the various phases involved. I hope that this video helped you gain some knowledge that you were seeking. For more such videos on project management, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Pixel Labs. And check the link in the description for a wonderful book on project management for a more deeper knowledge about project management.